Hi.
What up? What is up? Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, now I see myself.
Brilliant. So how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. I'm so
You're
sorry,
doing
first of all, about the delay. I got stuck with some work. I'm really,
no,
really
no,
sorry.
no. That's perfectly fine. I mean, shifting the timing is not a matter of issue. It's not an
Thank you
issue
so
at
much.
all. No worries. So, what have you been up to? I see a lot of your videos. I was telling everyone, my God, you're so damn flexible. I mean, I love all your dance videos and all your gym videos, but you've transformed, isn't it? You weren't like this before.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I've started dancing when I was 16.
Hmm.
It's been about 6 years that I've started dancing now. 6, 7
Hmm.
years.
Hmm.
And I've evolved as a dancer. I've learned so many things to incorporate in dancing.
Hmm.
Uh, I just feel like learning never ends. No matter how big
Right.
you become, no matter what you become, learning just never stops. So I think that's just my goal in life, to just keep learning. So
But
yeah.
weren't you chubbier? You were a little chubby, isn't it?
Oh, maybe. I mean, sure. Was I chubbier? Uh, so I was athletic all my life. I've been
Okay.
skinny or fit throughout my life. Of course, I'm fitter than I used to be for sure.
Oh,
Uh, but I think there was one, like in Komali, in between I put on weight. I put
okay,
on
okay,
8 kilos for Komali and then I lost it.
okay.
So maybe you saw pictures of then.
Yeah. Because I was looking at some of your pictures and I felt like there's a difference, I could see the
Definitely,
difference.
definitely.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and also, I'm like super, super tired today. I'm like, whoa.
Okay. So,
Just showered, set up for you. So,
okay, thank you so much. So, what have you been up to during the lockdown? Tell us.
I just trying to keep myself busy I started hooping, hula
Ah.
hooping. It's been about 3 months now that I started hooping and I'm picking up and it's a lot of fun.
Hmm.
I went on a couple rides, once the lockdown opened, I went on bike rides. I ride a bike,
Hmm.
and I love riding bikes. So
Hmm.
I went on a couple of rides. I'm very close to nature. I can't stay cooped up in a house like this. And this is the longest I have stayed at home in the last 5 years. So
Hmm.
it was crazy, but I think just keeping myself proactive. I was writing also. I've been writing for the last couple of
Okay.
months. So
Hmm.
just keeping myself busy. That's it. With doing something or the other. I have to keep doing something. I'm very fidgety. I can't like stop.
Restless.
Yeah, I'm super restless. Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but like, I'm
Okay.
not. But it's not like I want to do like stupid things. I want to do something. I want to do something productive. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. So, what have you been writing?
Um, so currently, I started writing when I was in school. I've always had a passion for writing.
Hmm.
Acting, on the other hand, was never like something that I thought of, but it
Hmm.
happened. But writing, on the other hand, is something that I always wanted to do. I even started doing my BA in journalism, psychology, and English,
Hmm.
which I later dropped out from.
Right.
But writing has always interested me. So
Hmm.
this that I'm the thing that I'm currently writing, I'm writing a screenplay for one of my short films that I
Okay.
want to direct in the
Hmm.
near future. Let's see when. But yeah, I definitely see myself on being on the other side of the camera too. Just if not as a director, maybe as an assistant to start with. To step
Hmm.
up and learn cinema better.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, that's that.
Okay.
Do you
So,
speak Kannada? Do you speak any Kannada?
very little, but you are most welcome to speak in Kannada to your fans. I mean, go
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ
ahead.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. So sorry, I forgot to address everybody. Hello guys,
Yeah.
I hope you all are doing well. Yeah, I just read below that you did say hi to any of us. So,
No, please, you
uh,
want to say something in Kannada to them? Go ahead.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ತುಂಬಾ ತುಂಬಾ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ. ಹೋಪ್ಫುಲಿ ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಲೈವ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ, ಬಟ್ ಹೋಪ್ಫುಲಿ ಯು ಆಲ್ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದ ಟಾಕ್ whatever it is.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not going to ask any complicated questions and stuff like
No,
that.
no, I'm not.
It's
I'm not scared of complicated questions. I feel like easy questions are trickier. Complicated questions at least have one answer. Easy questions can have multiple answers. So,
right. Tamil நல்லா பேசுவீங்களா?
தமிழ் பேசுவேன் அவ்வளோ நல்லா இல்ல, but manage பண்ண முடியும்.
Okay, okay. Because somebody said speak in Tamil, so I was like,
I can speak in Tamil when I am in Tamil Nadu, when I'm in Chennai, because then there is everybody around, they're all speaking Tamil, then I can speak Tamil. But I picked up Tamil pretty quick. Like it was, I started learning Tamil when I came to shoot for Comali. I didn't know Tamil before that. So in like the last year, I've picked up Tamil. So
that's good. But I read that you were planning to move to Chennai. Or
yeah,
shift.
now now I do have plans of, I did have plans of moving to Chennai. I don't know if I still do, but
Okay.
before the lockdown happened, I mean, considering the situation, of course, but before the lockdown happened, I did have plans of moving to Chennai by Marchish. But thanks to the lockdown,
Yeah. Okay.
our lives have all changed completely.
That's true. That's true. I also, like the videos you keep putting up with your mom, right? So tell us about that.
My family is exceptionally joyful and playful. Very, very, very proactive. Like I know I don't need to ask them to do anything. Like I can put up a camera in my house and I swear it is content to put on the internet because they're just so funny. My parents are super funny. And they're very lively. Like they live in a very happy space. So there's never that, you're my daughter, you can't behave like this with me, you can't make fun of me. That hasn't never come. And we've become very close over the last couple of years. So this is very nice actually. We don't see a lot of parents and kids interact so closely. So this is a lot of good time that I got to spend with my parents also during this whole lockdown. Even otherwise, I love spending time with them, but lockdown I was forced to. So.
Okay. So speaking about, your cinema journey, you had a fantastic film with Kirak Party and Rakshit Shetty. So today, are you happy where you're at? What is the kind of cinema you want to do?
Definitely happy where I'm at. I believe in life that everybody have their own path to take and own journey to lead. I have my own journey to lead, and acting, like I said, was never a career option for me. It happened along the way. I fell in love with it along the way, and I more than acting, I think cinema as a whole, is very close to my heart. You can say, like instead of me saying acting is close to my heart, I could say cinema is close to my heart because the making of a movie is so beautiful. It is just that entire work that goes into making a film. It's just a lot of hard work, and it's really beautiful. For me, this journey has been very different from another person's journey or a lot of other actresses' journey for sure. But I think this is how I would want to be. I don't want to stress myself too much about becoming extremely famous or if it happens, it happens. I want to live in today and be happy with what I have. I've always appreciated and been grateful for what I have. And I will always be. So that's all for me. That's it. So I am super happy with how my career went, because I've always wanted to do a lot of other things. And I'm doing all of the other things constantly. So it never keeps me, it never makes me feel bad or anything. So it's cool.
Okay. So you were in Big Boss, right? Big Boss Kannada. What was that experience like? Did you enjoy it? Did you like?
I was actually not in Big Boss Kannada. I was a guest. I went on
okay,
Big
you were a guest.
And whatever, an incident happened and I came out.
Okay.
I would probably not want to speak about it because it's pretty long.
Okay.
But hey, I did have, but for people to know, I did have a really bad temper back then, and I would react. I was very reactive to everything. If something wrong or something right, if something happens around me, I'm very reactive, and I was. And I think everybody have their own, like I said, things that they make or mistakes that they make or how they repent on the actions that they take. Exactly like that. I've had a lot of social media hate about this. So
Okay.
I've gone through this cycle. I'm good.
Okay, but are you, I mean, have you changed in terms of temperamentally? Have you changed? Have you?
Definitely. I mean, definitely. I don't remember the last time I got severely angry because I was my ex-boyfriend. I dated a German. So my ex-boyfriend was really calm, and he definitely helped me calm down. Really, I would thank him for that. He's made me a much calmer person. You know, somebody who doesn't get angry at all, or doesn't get angry very often, and it feels good. Feels good with the change. We all come with our own journeys. You know, like I
Right.
have had temperamental issues for my own reasons, and not everybody's family comes with the same background and all of this. Some kids grow up seeing their parents fight or grow up seeing their parents being aggressive, and that's how they turn out to be after some point. So they need time. They need time to change. They need an environment that will help them to change. And instead of blaming them and making them feel bad about themselves more and more, even if they're trying to change, there's no point. Like I really feel there's no point. Like if people are given a chance, they should be given a chance fairly. They shouldn't be judged on that chance.
Right. No, but that's great. I mean, I think the biggest ability and maturity of a person is when they realize that something could be detrimental or, they could change for the better and they take action and they actually do it. I think that shows a
Definitely,
lot
definitely.
of, yeah, it's a lot of
And also
maturity, right?
and also like how this whole industry and how our life revolves is whatever actions we take is always the reactions for it is always multiplied, like way multiplied. Whatever we do, even if we take our dog for a walk outside without a mask, it would be a crazy thing, you know. So it's just like that. So whatever we do is just a little bigger than the rest of everybody else, and that puts us in the spotlight to have these questions answered all the time. That's it.
Okay, super. So you were also in Splitsvilla and Roadies, right?
Yeah.
How like was that because you're a
That was
biker?
definitely that roadies was definitely a part of the plan from like 10 years. When I was 8, I started watching roadies and I loved
Yeah?
the show.
Okay.
So when I turned 18, 2 months down the line, roadies auditions were happening, and Kirik Party, we had just finished shooting. So I could go for the auditions, but everybody, like my whole crew said, don't do it because you know what? When you do your first movie, then you get a lot of offers.
Yeah.
That's when it's your offer time, you know, where you get a lot of offers. You can't
Yeah.
leave that time to go do a reality show. A lot of people told me this, but hey, like I don't want to have a regret later in life that I became an actor, great, I became famous, great. But I actually wanted to do this thing and I didn't get to do it, though I could do it. So I went to the audition and I got selected and I had the option of going on the journey or not going on the journey. Like, you know, you get selected, but you can always say, no, I don't want to do it, right?
Right.
But yeah, that never happened. Like for me, roadies was something that I always wanted to do, and I did it. And then Splitsvilla just eventually just happened. I mean, I was at that point of time, I was free for a month, and I love being in a competitive space. It is something that I really like, being competitive. So it was nice. It was a great experience. I went till the quarterfinals in roadies and finals in Splitsvilla.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah.
It's a good one.
So you are a very competitive person,
Super.
but not when it comes to cinema, no?
It's not about it's not about coming to cinema. Now let me be very honest with you. You don't know. None of us know what is the hack of becoming big in the industry.
Right.
Nobody knows. Like all of us enter the industry and we are all new and we all figure our own path however, like our directors, our producers, whoever we are in circle with, they all teach us whatever they know, right? So we all have our own different journeys. I can't be competitive in a place where I don't know what to do. You know, like if you know how to, like if 10 people are doing the same role, like if 10 people come out and do U-turn, you know, I'm saying Shraddha's role, the same role, 10 other girls do it.
Right.
Now how, we can compare it. We can say this is a competitive field. We can compare it. But art isn't competitive. Art is very, it's very individual, how you want to see it and how you want to experience it. And for me, art is that. It's not how better can I do around the people that are around me, but it's about how much better can I make the people around me, you know, what I can give back. It's not about how famous I get or what can I take from this.
Okay. So what's your passion, Samyukta? Because you seem to be passionate about a lot of things, right? Okay. But that is emotionally, right?
That is my passion. No, very, very simple for me. Life will pass by no matter what you do. You work, you don't work, you become an actor, you don't become an actor, you dance, you become a musician, you become an engineer, your life will go on. The only thing that can keep this life going on well is that you being happy and the people around you being happy. And only you can do that to yourself. Nobody in the world can bring you the kind of happiness that you can bring for yourself. And I believe in growth, self-growth. So growing yourself makes me happy every single day. There is nothing that, you know, people can tell me that, hey, you can't do this. I want to be jack of all trades. I don't want to be a master of something. I don't want to be, because this is how I am. This is what makes me happy, and that is what I live for. I don't live to, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. No, I just want to be happy with whatever I can do in life. I will keep doing. I keep putting in my hard work. I will not stop doing that, definitely, but I will not expect anything back. Whatever comes my way, comes my way.
But do you think that you know, you might miss out on films from certain producers who may think, okay, she's like doing a lot of things, you know, acting is not just her sole kind of focus?
Okay, definitely acting is not my sole kind of focus. I will be honest here. You can't. First of all, the industry itself, there's a lot of, in every industry, there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad. And everybody have their own steering way that they take, and they have to steer through however they can. And in this process, they all learn if they want to do this or if they don't want to do this, if they want to go through this journey or not. For me, I love the cinema, the art. It's amazing. When there are talented people around working with you, it's a great thing to do. But otherwise, it just gets complaining and naggy and all of that. You know, things, any art shouldn't be. Like, you should just be happy doing it. If you're not happy doing it, then it's not art. And it's not art that's meant for you. So, I have never been scared of losing out on any movies or people rejecting me. I've been a person who's open, honest, and this is who I am. And I have nothing to change or be shy about myself. If I can't be myself, and if I can't put myself out there as me, and if I can't be happy about myself, if I have to change myself according to my producers or my directors who are going to look at me and offer me movies, I will lose individuality. Then I will just be one among the crowd. I want to be unique and amazing and myself. I don't want to copy anybody, or I don't want to be anybody else. I want to leave a mark as myself, whatever that mark is, even if it can be on 10 people or the smallest of marks. It doesn't matter.
Okay, super. I like the fact that, you know, you have a lot of individuality. You're not like, you know, you speak your mind. You're not scared to kind of.
Absolutely. No, absolutely not scared.
Yeah. So in terms of movies, what are you working on right now? What have you signed?
Okay, I have signed 2 films in Tamil. I can't tell you
Oh,
what.
wow.
I have one movie. I have one movie releasing with Prabhu Dheva sir. I don't know when it's coming out because of this
Okay.
whole Corona season that's happened.
Uh,
But yeah, just this. And apart from this, I'm working on my own stuff.
hmm.
Uh, not I want to make it professionally, but for myself, not like no, it's not feature films. I'm learning basically the skill set and how I want to go about it.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, okay. So, Kannada films, anything on the anvil?
I would love to do Kannada films. I'm actually tired of people asking me why don't I do Kannada films. I don't think the Kannada industry wants me.
I'm sure that's not true. You have so many Tamil
Maybe,
films. I'm
I
sure
mean, I
that's
don't
not.
know, maybe it is, maybe it's not, I don't know, but see, I think I mean, no offense to anybody in any movie industry, but I think I'm a very bold individual personality, just in general. And I come across as a person, I come across as a strong personality. You know, not, I need to mellow that down for sure if to be in this business, to be in this industry here, because, the way everyone sees everyone is different. You know,
Right,
we
right.
still have to be okay with or get to that point where we're comfortable about a girl being so open or bold
Hmm.
uh, or anything like that. I love where I come from, and definitely the first team that I worked with is still, I will say, the best team that I worked with. And it is my first Kannada movie, and it is a Kannada movie. So, ನನಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗವರೆಗೂ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ಯೋ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಮದರ್ ಟಂಗ್. ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಿಂದಾನೇ ಬಂದಿರೋದು. ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಫುಲ್, ವೆರಿ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ಫುಲ್. ವಿ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಕನ್ನಡ at home all the time. People keep asking me to speak Kannada all the time. And I'm tired of explaining. You should ask all the directors and producers, why don't you cast Kannada speaking girls? Why don't you ask them? Why do you ask us? We don't even have the power to do something about it.
I agree. But then, you know, if you see even in Tamil or Telugu cinema, it's not the native speaking, you know, they're not native speaking, native language speaking
Everywhere
actors.
is that.
Yeah.
Everywhere is that. Everywhere they want girls from outside. So
Yeah. Somebody,
they want heroes, but want girls from outside. So why?
yeah. People are asking whether you'll be doing any Malayalam films.
Sure, if I'm offered Malayalam, sure. I mean, why not? I don't have a language barrier as such. If a story pleases me, if it's a nice movie, I would love to be a part of it. I would really say that I work for the art and not for like how the movie is going to turn out to be success-wise. So definitely want to be a part of the Malayalam industry, considering the content that they create is just so good. Yeah.
What about web series? Did you get into that space at all? Are you thinking of?
No, actually, I was offered a couple of web series, yes. But no, I didn't know if I wasn't really sure if I wanted to commit like that. And I want to do a couple of things and figure my whole skill set out. Like I have I do a lot of different things.
Right.
I do a lot of different things. Like you can name it, and I probably would have done it. Just at least tried it. For me, it's just that I have to learn it. Like I just have to learn it. For me, that's just in Hindi they say sanak. I don't know how do I say. Like craze. Yeah, I have this craze to adapt, survive to adapt. Just keep getting better at everything. Yeah.
And you love nature. You're always surrounded by nature. You're out.
Absolutely. This is something that we miss out on, and there's something out on in the last couple of months. And nature is something that makes me feel so little. You know, it's that nature is something that's made me feel as grounded as I've become now than I used to be, because it just makes you feel so small. You're nothing. Like, you're not even as tall as a tree. A fully grown plant is probably bigger than you. So, we are nothing in this universe. We are just stardust. So, we should never be too proud or too anything about ourselves, you know.
I read that you learned how to cook.
Oh,
Or you were cooking?
I've cooked for a long time now. I've always liked cooking from school.
Okay.
So, cook definitely. When I was traveling in Germany, my ex-boyfriend loved eating Indian food. So, I mean, I cooked there as well. But food itself, food is something that makes me dance, music, and food. These three things make my life. Like, these three things, if I have, I'm very, very, very thankful. So, food has to be good. That's why I probably learned how to cook. That's all.
But dance, I was looking at the recent videos you put up. Are you planning to do any shows or anything?
No, probably
it's just
not.
For your, okay, it's just for your personal.
For me, I have been offered to do so many dance reality shows. But no, I mean, dancing as I do want to be in a competitive place. Yes, but I know the reality. I know the real reality of dance shows, and you go in as a dancer, but you don't come out as a dancer. You do have a lot of injuries, and your body. You definitely become a better dancer by the end, and your learning experiences a lot. But how much pressure you go through, the competitive space. Every week you have to put through a new choreography. You have to nail it, and the times you would fall and break yourself, and the injuries you're going to go through. This is abusing your body in a way. A lot of people, that's why don't do reality shows. A lot of dancers now, they make their own way, like they do their own YouTube and all of that. You know, because that makes no sense. You're putting out your art, people are seeing your art. You're not you're in a competitive space because everybody is seeing, and your art might be appreciated or it might be not. But in a competition, it is just the pressure. Whoever does well that day does well that day. So.
Right. Yeah. Do you have your own YouTube channel?
No, I don't.
You didn't join. You didn't join the YouTube bandwagon that everybody is doing right now. Everybody's got a channel, and
I think lockdowns made everybody realize that hey, if we can sit at home and make money via internet, why should we go out? So everybody has become a blogger, a fitness enthusiast, or a makeup artist or something. It's very funny, you know, like there have been people that I know who have been doing this for the longest of times, who have put in effort and certifications and all of that, and they become fitness coaches and they become makeup artists and all of that. And then suddenly people on the internet just pop up like, hey, I'm a fitness coach, I teach you what to do. You have no credibility. Like, what is your credibility? You don't know anything about my body. You don't know anything about your own body. You just having a body doesn't make you a coach. Anybody can have a body. You work out enough. You work out regularly for a year. Doesn't matter what you do, what you eat. You'll become fit. You'll become fit, and if you want to tell people that I want to train you, I'm a coach, then people will believe you. So I think it's high time people are honest to themselves and not go out and do this, because people spend a real amount of money to learn all this, guys. It's not that you can just go out and teach anything like this. So,
I think you're going to get in trouble for saying all this.
No, I think people would agree to this. If you're doing something for your happiness, okay, see, like I appreciate people who say that, hey, this is my workout, look at me. This is what I am doing. That is fine. But if you're telling people something that you don't know yourself, you can be causing them a permanent injury.
Yeah, that's true.
Or something that they might not recover from. And you don't want to take blame for somebody else's mishap. That's all. It's just that. And for a fitness coach, they struggle so much to learn so many things. To pass that exam is so hard.
Yeah.
And then during the lockdown, everybody is telling do 10, 20 burpees and do 20 jumps, and you're absolutely fine.
No, I agree. I've never seen those kind of YouTube videos. And there's so many of them who've become so famous doing those fitness things, I must tell you.
No, we're all sitting idle at home, no? You
Yeah,
can also watch.
yeah. Do you watch movies or are you every day?
Every day.
Who are some of your favorite actors?
In the Indian film industry?
Yeah.
Okay. I will start with Sandalwood.
Okay.
Kannada film industry. Definitely my co-actor Akshay Shetty and Sudeep sir and Puneet Rajkumar sir. The three of them I definitely love a lot. And current like new addition to the list, yes sir, for sure. New addition as in like maybe in the last 2 years. Because I've always seen yes sir as when KGF happened, his whole image just transformed. Like, oh my god! Like, oh,
yeah.
So that happened to me as well. Like, he was like, oh yeah, I really like him as an actor and all that, but that transformed the whole journey. That for me, it's Sandalwood. In Tamil, Surya sir, for sure. First, I love Surya sir. Second would be difficult for me. Probably it's Rajni sir. Rajni sir, I love him, but I can't. Like, I know that I started watching Tamil movies because of Surya, so he can't not be my first. So
right.
And I mean, definitely everybody will say Vijay and Ajit sir. Everybody loves them. They're unsaid in the list, so I don't want to add them again. In Hindi, Aisha Khurana and Ranveer Singh and Vicky Kaushal.
Yeah, super. What about Telugu?
Allu Arjun has always been a favorite. Like, from because he's a dancer, definitely.
Yeah.
It would be great to do a movie with him where we'll have this really sick dance number. Who'll kill it better?
That's interesting.
I mean, that's it. I think just Allu Arjun.
Okay.
I'm a big Allu Arjun fan.
Okay. Nice. Okay. So, once the lockdown is over, what's your plan? What are you going to be doing? Are you starting shooting?
Once the lockdown is over, the first thing I will do is travel. This lockdown has made me realize one thing. That you can be locked up at home at any point of time and you could be asked to stay there for 6 months. So when you have the time and when you have the money and when you have the age and when you have all the necessities required to go travel the world, to see new places, go do it.
Okay.
Because that gives me happiness. So I love visiting new places and exploring new spots. This is something that I love doing and I would want to continue doing that. So my first thing that I'll be doing right after this lockdown is I want to visit Australia and I want to travel the Australian coast on bike, on a two-wheeler.
Okay.
See how that goes. That's the plan for sure.
That's the plan. And after that, of course, you get back to films and...
Work. Of course. I mean, first...
You just left work. Okay, first you're going to take a vacation and then you're going to start work. Super. Okay.
I'd probably say traveling, where you work and you stay and you not spend a lot of money and go for like 2 months and not like a week and stay in a luxury hotel. That's a very different experience. Going to a luxury hotel and staying and going backpacking to a country is 2 different experiences. It's not the same. It's not the same traveling.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Some people are asking you to say something in Kannada about your next release.
In Hele. Turtu Nirgamana release aagide Kannada alli, but yavaga anta release date gottilla. Release date bandida takshana ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ because the movie was supposed to release right before the lockdown and it was announced also, but sadly it didn't happen because of all the lockdown and of course the date pushed and now we are not sure. It's postponed indefinitely till we get to know anything about it.
Right. Okay. What is the role you're playing in that, by the way?
I'm playing me. I'm playing. I'm playing a bubbly girl who's exactly like this. Who's
Okay.
the person who just spoke to you? Probably the same girl, a little younger version of that. She's a cricketer and she's very enthusiastic and super out. She's very outspoken. Like she doesn't care. So.
Okay. Okay. Super. So, lastly, what do you want to tell your fans before we say tata bye bye?
Oh, spread love and always be happy. Please, please, this is a kind request from my side. If you guys are watching this, stop spreading hate on the internet. Not for me.
Yeah.
For people in general, it just is very sad. It's like it shows how sad you are and not how sad our story or our video or our post is, but how sad your life is that you come on another person's Instagram. You make time to come on another person's Instagram, open their post, see their picture and put a comment which is abusive or which is negative or which is sad. I mean, we are better than this, guys. I think we have to evolve in a better way and that's it. Saying that, I would love to say good night. Bye bye.
Can you say that in Kannada as well, please?
Yes. So I said good night. Bye bye to you. I think that's it. ತುಂಬಾ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲರ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಲೈವ್ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಸಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೀಕ್ ನೀವು ನನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂಡ್ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿರಿ, ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿರಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಟ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. Thank you and good night, guys. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Wishing you the best and hope to see you when you come to Chennai, whenever it is.
Thank you so much. Hope you have a great. Good night.
You too. Have a good weekend. Bye. Take care. Bye.